break those chains, break them, break those chains in the name of Jesus.
You know, recently I've allowed my sister to talk me into picking up a new hobby, hiking. That's right, hiking mountains. Something that I never thought that I would have any reason to do. In fact, I used to make fun of people who would say, hey, do you want to go hiking or have you been hiking? I'm like, no, I'll leave that to you. You can go out there and do that if you want to. I'm going to stay down here, enjoy the air down here, and you have fun hiking. But recently, she convinced me that, you know what, let's go hiking up a mountain. And so here I go, hiking up this mountain one Saturday morning for the first time. And I must admit, it was very humbling because you think that you're in shape and you realize that you're only in shape depending on what you're doing. No matter how many weights I've lifted, no matter how many times I've ran on a treadmill, nothing had prepared me to go up the mountain. So here I am, I'm hiking up the mountain, we're journeying up the mountain, we're headed to the top. And as I was going through it, there were many times that I wanted to stop, I wanted to give in. I had my dog with me. In fact, the first time we went up, we didn't even make it up the mountain. My dog was tired, I was tired. I made it seem like it was more the dog than it was me, but the reality is I just couldn't make it up the mountain. So we didn't make it up, we came back down, and then we said, you know, we're gonna try it again. And on the second time we tried to climb that mountain or hike that mountain, we made it all the way to the top. And we made it to the top and we're sitting there and we're just looking at the view from the top of this mountain. And God just began to start to minister and to share with me about something that I've heard a good portion of my life. I've heard people say that, you know, it's lonely at the top. When you get to the top of the mountain, or when you get to the top of whatever industry or whatever thing that you're doing, it can be lonely at the top. And as I was sitting there, what I realized, and what I really believe God was speaking to me, was there's a few different reasons why it can be lonely at the top, because it doesn't have to be. One of the reasons that it could be lonely, you could be lonely at the top, is because not a lot of people want to endure what it takes to get up there. This is what I mean. In order for me to have anybody go with me to the top of the mountain, I have to go through the process of climbing it. I have to be able to experience what I experienced before I'm able to bring anybody with me. In fact, my sister, in her expertise of hiking, she was the one who encouraged me and my dog Samson to continue to climb that mountain. She was the one who gave us directions as we were climbing up certain parts of the mountain. She was the one that when we wasn't really sure of which way to go to the top, she was the one who encouraged me and said, it's this way. You have to go this way. You have to be careful over here. Watch out for this. Watch it. She was the one who was able to guide me up the mountain. And so if it had not been for her experience, if it had not been for her going up the mountain herself, she would not have been able to walk with us or to teach us or to show us how to get up to the top. And so there are not enough people who desire to get to the top of the mountain themselves. So that's one reason, is that it can be lonely at the top. It's because not many people want to endure that. But it also can be lonely at the top is because sometimes we don't have the patience that when we accomplish things in life, when we have some type of experience of success, we don't have the patience to go back and to bring somebody with us. As I shared, the first time that we went to the mountain, we didn't even go up all the way to the top. And it was my sister who was encouraging. It was my sister who was patient with us. It was my sister who said, you know what, go as far as you can go, and then we'll just go back to the bottom. See, when we experience things in life, when we have successes, we have to understand that we can go back and show someone how to get there, but we have to be patient. Because people move and operate at their own pace. People move and operate at their own speed. And it's for me, as a person who has experienced success, to go back and be patient with individuals. One good example I know is that I had struggled with alcoholism in my life for a long time. And it took me a while to break that. In fact, I tried many times on my own to stop drinking alcohol. I tried many times, I tried many methods, I tried many willpower, if you will, things, but it took really the power of God. It took prayer, it took study, it took me being connected with other individuals who will be able to hold me accountable and support me through the process. And when I was able to climb that mountain, I understood that because it was not one of those things for me where God just knocked the taste out of my mouth, it was one of those deals that I had to go through a process because of that. When it comes to individuals who are challenged with any other thing in life, any addiction, God has given me a heart to be more compassionate, to be more patient. because I recognize that climbing that mountain can be a challenge. And so another reason why it could be lonely at the top is because individuals like myself who has experienced different successes, we may not be as patient or as willing to go back down to the bottom of the mountain to get other people and bring them up with us. And so I want to encourage you a couple of different things. Number one, I want to make sure that I want to encourage you to connect with people that are doing what you desire to do. Connect with individuals who have experienced success in those areas of life that you desire to experience. Connect with them so they can show you the way. Connect with them so that they can also take you up the mountain, so that they can encourage you to know that you're almost there, that you can overcome the different things or the different challenges in your life, because there will be challenges. Just like on that mountain, there was a couple times I almost fell, but I didn't stop. And I thank my sister for walking with me and guiding and directing us. So I encourage you to connect with individuals that have been successful in the arena and the industry or the things that you desire to do, so that they can help guide you to the top of the mountain. And then secondly, I want to encourage you as well that as you experience success in your life, as you experience the things that you desire or things that you want, don't forget that it's our responsibility to also go and disciple, to mentor, to coach, to bring other people up along with you. Jesus gives us a commission. He tells us to go and make disciples. That means we're going to get people and to teach them and to show them things. It's our responsibility to share what we have encountered, to share what we have experienced. That's why it's important for those of us who are in the faith of Christ and believe him to be the Messiah, that we have to share that with individuals. We can't just keep it all for ourselves. We have to share it. And so I encourage you that if you've experienced whatever successes in your life, it's our responsibility to then turn around and identify individuals that we can bring up the mountain with us. But when we're bringing them up the mountain, when we're walking with them, we have to be patient with them because they move at their own pace. And we can't be judgmental. We can't try to force them. We can't carry people up the mountain. But we have to be patient with those individuals. So I want to encourage you again to know that you can climb whatever mountain that you have in your life. You can climb it. You can get up it. You need to identify who God has placed in your life to help walk with you, because you shouldn't do it alone. And then make sure that you turn around and what we used to say, pass it forward by bringing somebody up alongside with you. God bless you. This is Antoine Anderson, and I'll speak with you soon.